Hey guys, it's Sarah from 12 on Main, and today I'm here to show you my new stairs. Recently I decided it was time to repaint. My kids had torn up my stairs and they actually had gone through and peeled some of it off as they go up the railings right here, and so it was something that really needed to be done, and I have been putting it off for a long time. But when I talked to Wagner, I was really excited. They wanted me to try out their new Flexio 4000. And I thought my staircase would be the perfect opportunity, since I really didn't want to take a paintbrush and paint every single railing as I went up, because I have a lot of railing. It would have taken me weeks. I was really impressed with the way it worked. It has a fine mist sprayer as well, and that's what I actually ended up using for the stairs and for the railings, because I wanted the least amount of overspray I could get. I wanted to give some tips from myself of things that I have learned over the time of using sprayers and painting my stairs, because it is not my first go around. One thing I would first say is you want to make sure that you tape and mask off everything and plastic. I will show some video later that shows how I did that. I taped all the way around and I hung plastic, and I just got the thin painter's plastic from the hardware store that was not super heavy, and I taped it around and I closed off the area so that the overspray would stay inside the stairwell. I also taped off the upstairs as well, and when I was spraying along, like if I was spraying these sides of the railings, I would cover this side with some tape or some plastic as well, so that it would keep it from overspraying onto the wall. Honestly, this sprayer did not have a lot of overspray, which I was really excited about. I have used many other Wagner sprayers. They've all been fantastic, but some of them are bigger, heavier duty sprayers, which would not work so well for this project, but was perfect for an outdoor, for my my goat shed and for my chicken coop. And you can see those projects on my blog where I did those. So first thing, mask and tape off everything that you don't want sprayed. Second of all, you want to check your settings, because you can adjust your settings on your sprayer to have it spray wider or have it spray narrow, and the amount of force coming out. So you can adjust those to your liking, and then you can also turn the knob left and right at the front, the nozzle, so it sprays either going this way or it'll go this way. And that's just personal preference according to what you are painting. So the third thing I would say, if you're going to paint your stairs and you wanted to paint your stairs and your railing, I would highly recommend painting your railings first, and then while you're painting your railings you want to put plastic over your stairs, because there will be some overspray. And then once you're done with your railings, then paint your stair treads, and that's what I did. Now, I had somebody ask me, how do you paint your stairs without getting, without painting them all and nobody can go up the stairs? So what I recommend doing is I actually paint half the steps. So I paint it from like this side, and I will paint all the way up, go around the outside and all the way up. So I'll paint like the whole left side of the stairs all at one time. And I'll meet in the middle, I'll slightly overlap, so I may paint to about right here. So there's still this little walkway right here, they can go up and down the stairs still. And then once that is fully completely dry, I will go back and I'll paint the other side, and I will overlap it as well, so that that middle part is getting painted. And that is how I paint the stairs without limiting or stopping us from using them. That's really about it for painting stairs. I would highly recommend using a heavy duty paint, a porch or floor paint, and you can also use like a polyacrylic or polyurethane if you wanted to give it extra protection. You want to make sure everything is clean and wipe everything down, vacuum everything, clean it really well so that your paint has the best chance to adhere. If you are looking to paint your stairs and you really don't want to paint by hand, I would highly recommend getting the Flexio 4000. I think it was really convenient. I was able to clean it really, really easily. It has a long hose that makes it convenient to, like, I could keep it on the floor and I could go all the way up the stairs with it, because it has a really long hose and it's a really soft, flexible hose. And also, it's really light in the hand. That's something that's different from a few other sprayers I've used. Since it has the hose, you don't have the full mechanism of the sprayer in the head of the sprayer, which I liked. There, it comes with the separate, where the sprayer sits on the ground. It has a hose that connects up here to the handheld. So I would highly recommend it. And I know Wagner does have other sprayers that are really great for other projects. You can check those out if you're working on an outside project. I know that the one that I used for my chicken coop and my tree house and my goat house was fantastic. And yeah, that's it. And now let's get started. I'm going to show you a little bit of the process of how I painted my stairs. So this is what it looks like. I have taped off and put plastic against the ceiling here so I can spray. You can see I have a little bit more to spray here. This is the tricky spot because this is actually where it goes downstairs. So I'm having to get creative. All that has been painted behind there, but I have taped everything with plastic. I'm gonna put it on the ground and then here as well, because I didn't want any overspray on the walls. So almost done, but doesn't it look pretty? So let's talk about the Flexio 4000 for just a minute. I'll show you everything that came with mine, and it's already dirty because I get at it. So this is the base, and it's got the plug. This is where the hose goes. It's got a little holder here, and then the on-off switch is right here. And this is the pressure control, minimum, and then there's the maximum, or sorry, yeah. Okay, then we have the hose right here, and it's quite long. Not exactly sure how long it is, but I can paint almost one whole set of stairs without moving it. So this end goes right in here, and it just secures right in there. You don't even have to it's not coming anywhere. Okay, you get two different sized sprayers with this. You get the larger size, which is, the one you'll use if you're painting a bedroom or something like that. It's got adjustments here for the wider spray, or if you want it to be more narrow. And then you also have the adjustments right here. So this is how you attach it. So it comes with this, which is the handle for the sprayer, and it just snaps on, just like that. So then you connect this hose right through here, and you're ready. This right here, when you turn it this way, this will tell you which way you want it to spray. So if you want it to spray this way, or you want it to spray this way. Okay, so this is the larger one, and I'll show you the smaller, the fine mist or fine detail sprayer, which is what I used for mine. So I used the fine detailer, and I'm gonna actually show you how to put it together. It's really easy. I've already cleaned it, so I can actually show you how to put it back together after I cleaned it. So you have the top right here, and so this is where the paint actually comes out, and this is where the air blows through and it connects. So this is the tube that sucks the paint up through. So that goes up inside there, and it just snaps right in. And then you put your paint in here, And this thing goes in next, and this is a little, I don't even know what you call that, but you just line it up and it just snips right on like that, okay? And then this goes over the front of that. And then the trim piece, and you screw it on nice and tight like that. So see, this is going up and down. So that's going to spray one way, or you turn it, it's gonna go this way, or you can turn it this way and it's gonna spray up and down like that. Okay, so you pour your paint in, screw it on, okay, and then attach it to the handle. Just hold it in, just like that. This you actually can pop off. If you decide, you need more paint, all you have to do is unscrew this, but I don't like to do that because sometimes that means you get paint everywhere, because you take this off and then you get paint that drips out of here. So I will actually take the entire thing off the hose, take this with me. You can take this off, you can keep this attached if you want, and you can take just this with you. Empty, or refill it, and then you can just snap it back on. But I find this was easier. So I just do this. There's their handle. There is a plus and minus here. It gives you more spray. Okay, so it actually tightens down and controls how much is coming out. So that one's gonna spray more. Okay, that's basically how to use this one. This larger one is pretty much the same. You'll fill it with your paint and you will attach, it's already got this attached right here. You will screw it on once you've got your paint in. Yep. And then you can just take this off, so you can be switching back and forth if you need to. Attach that, get in, and it's good to go. Now these are really easy to clean as well. What I recommend, and I'm not an expert, I don't work for Wagner or anything, so this is just what I would do, or what I do. I will take off, I'll show you on this one since it's already, I take this off, I remove this base, I will clean this out really well first. This, I'll take this off as well, you just kind of wiggle it off. And I separate everything first, so I know what I've got. I do this in a sink or a bathtub, somewhere where I'm not gonna get paint all over. Okay, so you're gonna have paint in here and in here. So I'll pull all these off, and this just comes. You wanna make sure you get everything cleaned out, because paint can hide in the most tiniest spaces, I tell you. So what you'll be left with is this, and I will hand wash everything, make sure it's nice and clean. Sometimes you still get a little of the cracks right here, that's okay. Okay, once it's all clean, I'm going to fill up this with some water. I'm going to reattach everything. So I'll put this back in, everything's been cleaned out. I just rinse this, water through here. So I'll reattach everything. I'll put it all back. Put that on wrong. Put it back on. And then, once I have it all screwed together, I'm gonna fill this with water, put this back on, just like this. And then I'm going to attach it back to the sprayer. Well, I need the actual other piece, but I think you know where I'm going with this, right? So I'm gonna attach it back with the sprayer, and then I'm going to turn it on, and I'm gonna spray into the sink until that water runs completely clear. It should run clear if you've cleaned everything out, but this just gives you extra precaution to make sure that there's no paint stuck anywhere, because if it gets, you know, dried up somewhere, it could clog it. They also send you a little brush to clean everything out. Works really nice. So that is my little quick tips on this Flexio 4000. I love it. I think it's a lot of fun to use. It's got this really great long hose, the 2 different sizes. It's really lightweight. I really, really like that. That's made a huge difference. So if you are looking for a great sprayer that you can use for fine details, also in the house, on your decks, just about anywhere, I think this is a great one to consider. Do you want to see what my stairs look like now?